Hey, this is Chandra again, and I'm here to mat some more on my scrapbook folder, Folio. So the last time we had done this matting here and did some decorations, I did add this bottle cap to the front of it. I had to add score tape to it so that it would stick. And then we did this one. Oh, this stupid autofocus. Okay. So now I'm going to put, I'm going to put a mat here, and I'm just going to use regular black cardstock. So I'm going to cut it at 6¼ by 4¼ . And I did find some more embellishments that I had bought to match this paper collection. So I'm actually going to use one of those on this photo mat, I think. They're the paper clips with the ribbons. They're really cute. This paper collection, somebody had asked me, is the Die Cuts with a View Vintage Collector. So I'm going to take this off, and there's a little dot there so that you can put it on there. I don't know where I want it. Maybe right here? Should I put it in the middle? Let's zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it there. And then I wonder if it'll stay, though, if it's going to fall off. Well, seems pretty solid. So I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to stick it back in this little pocket here. And I think here I'm going to use this yellow. And I'm going to round my corners, and again, I'm using the 1/2" side on my corner chomper here. And then I'm going to distress it with the black soot. I'm going to put it on the bottom, and then I'm going to get a journaling card. I have these 3x4 journaling cards from the Project Life kit. So I'm just going to attach that up here, and I'm going to use my last chipboard element for that right there, because it'll stick out of there pretty nicely. So that's done. I'm going to flip this over, and we have this piece here. I'm not going to do anything to this right here because I really like what that says. So I'm just going to pull the folder out, and we're going to work on this folder. I think I'm going to make a couple booklets to go into this part. So I just need to figure out how I want them, if I want them to fold like this or if I want them to open up like this. Since I'm using 8.5 by 11, I'm going to end up doing this. So these are 4¼ each, so I need 8.5 by 6¼ . So since this is 8.5 inches wide, I'm just going to put it in this way and cut it at 6¼ . I'm going to do that twice. I'll make 2 little booklets, and then I'm just going to cut some paper to go on the front. So I want it to be 6 by 4. because there's a little matting, little area around the side. And we can't do that one because the numbers are going. We'll do this. See how this, yep, that'll work. 6 by 4. So I'm going to move the actual folder up here. Whoa, I just knocked over my bag of pins. Not good. Okay. So I'll put that to the side. I'm going to distress this. And I'm going to distress this one. And then I'm going to fold this in half. And make sure it's straight. And then just use my bone folder. I wish I could find my favorite bone folder. I don't know what I did with it. My favorite one is the one made by Stampin' Up because it's very, 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 very nice. I was thinking, now I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I was thinking that maybe in the future I would make an album and then have a couple kits to sell of the stuff that I use. And obviously, if I do that, because I have my wholesale license, I would get it, you know, and it would be a good deal. You wouldn't be able to go to the store and buy it for that cheap, all the products, because that's my idea of a good deal. So I was thinking about doing that and just doing a couple kits. Obviously, I'm still not going to charge for my tutorials, but if you wanted the products that I use to make a specific product, then you could buy them at a nice price. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. So that's all I'm going to do to these so that I can put pictures in there. And I'm just going to stick these two in there. And actually, I think I'm going to get a big photo mat. Not photo mat, journaling card. That stupid thing. You know what? I forgot about these. I have these wood veneer pieces. I have some that are hearts. Whoops, it was open. Okay. I only have the big one. I thought I had the striped ones. Okay. Sorry. I decided that I wanted to use a couple of these Project Life 4x6 journaling spots, but I thought I had the lined ones and not just the grid ones, but apparently I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and do the edges on this, and I'm going to flip it over and do the edges on the other side so it's cohesive, and I'll just stick that in there. And right here, maybe that brown right there, because there's not much brown in here. And see, now that's, did I have a 3x4 size? The wallet size would be perfect here, and I thought I'd cut pieces out for that. Who knows where the heck I put them? You know, too bad. If I had some scraps of this paper here that had a round bottle cap on it, I could pop it up on some chipboard so it would still be, so there's some brown there. No, I don't. Throw those away. Well, I don't have them. Let's say I could pop them up, and then that way I wouldn't have to use a lot of they're nice. These bottle caps are really, really nice, but look how thick they are. I mean, they're like at least ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. So when you're making an album like that, it's gonna stick out, and that's, I guess it's all right if you don't mind. Oh, look at this. This sheet has all these little cutouts on it, but you know what? I'm too lazy for that, so I'm not doing it. Here is the bottle cap sheet, and I wonder, it's 1½ inches. I'm going to use my 1½ inch punch, and this is from EK Success. So I wonder, I'm going to have to cut this piece out here a little bit so my punch can get around it. I like this one that says super awesome person here. I'm going to see if I can line it up inside the punch. Oh yeah. So see, I'm just lining it up in my punch, and then there's that. And then I can take a piece of that scrap chipboard that I had the other day, that I had somewhere. I don't know. What the heck? I think I would be more prepared after all this time doing these things. So, I think I threw it away. What the hell? Put it up here. Alright, we'll see if this punch even goes through this stuff. Oh, you know what? It's like hardly I can able to get it in there. Oh my god. No, it's not going through. Snap. Oh well. I just have to do the lazy way. I wonder if I probably have thinner chipboard somewhere. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down, maybe. So I'm just painting the glue on the back of it, and then I'm going to glue it to that. I'm going to let that dry, and I'll come back to that in a little bit. I don't want to cut it out when it's wet, because all it's going to do is wobble around. So I'm going to put that on this page, probably maybe up there, because, oh no, that one's right there. This paper is actually upside down on here. I just now noticed that. Nope, not going to do it. Oh well. So now I'm going to take some brown cardstock from the coordinating cardstock that I have purchased. And I'm going to cut it to 3x4. I'm going to cut 2 of them on there. And then I'm going to round the corners here. Those are going to be my photo mats. And then I'm thinking, see, matting can go really, really quick, or if you're trying to be creative, it can go really, really fast. I'm going to put those there, and I'm going to put that round piece up here. So I'm going to off-center these. Yep, that'll be fine. And I'm going to distress. This is white core, so I really have to distress this because, you know, you can't have that. And that is one thing that I did love about Stampin' Up. They don't have, their cardstock is very, very thick, and they don't have, it's not white core. Whereas Close to My Heart is thin cardstock and it's white core. So if you're making cards, Stampin' Up is the best paper. If you're making albums where you don't want a lot of bulk and you're actually putting them in pages, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Close to My Heart is better. But I used to sell both of them. And I think the images are cuter for Stampin' Up. But honestly, their colors are like almost exactly the same. I have all sets for both of them, and I can interchange their ink pads because their colors are so very similar. So with that shouldn't. And my friend Stacy Williams sells Stampin' Up. She has a YouTube page. Love that bug. And you could go check her out. She has a new channel for her Stampin' Up stuff. And what is that one called? Stamp and Save. So if you want to order Stampin' Up products, go check her out. Then I have another one of she's not like my friend, but she's a subby, and she sells Close to My Heart. What is her name? Name. I can't find my phone. I was gonna look it up on my phone. So I was just watching one of her videos last night, actually. All right, so all that blabbing, and look what I did. I took cough medicine today because now I can't talk. Do you see that? It was locking up with my new laptop. Jerks. All right, so this side is a big open side that we can do lots of fun things with. I am going to put 2 mats on there in different colors. They're both, this is like a teal and this is like a lighter version of that. It doesn't look like that on camera, but then I have these these words here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this there, I think, and then I'll just adhere it in the middle so that the picture can still slide there. But I have to cut this white piece off a little bit here. It's driving me nuts. And then I'm going to round the corners on everything. Actually, do I want to use, I think I'm going to use the baby butt. Yeah, that's going to look good. Okay, so it's not the baby butt, it's the scallop, but everybody says it looks like a baby butt, so I've just gotten used to calling it the baby butt. So first I'm going to round the corners, and this is the Crocodile, We Are Memory Keepers, and it's the one with the scallop and the cloud. And so I am using the scallop side, I said. Yeah, using the scallop side. And oh, one thing I forgot to mention, this Die Cuts with a View cardstock has 2 different sides on it. One side, it's not focusing, is it? One side is textured and the other side is smooth. So that's something that you can keep in mind if you want. Let me see if I can get the autofocus on. No, it's not working. I tried. All right, but anyway, one side is textured and one side is smooth. So again, I'm just gonna distress. What side is that? I want both the same sides popping up. So this video is already 19 minutes long. I'm going to finish matting this whole thing and then we'll stop. I don't know what happened. Like, I made a video of matting the actual folder folio, and like it took 4 days to upload it. Finally, I saw it last night. I finally got an email that says your video was uploaded, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't upload anything today. And then I looked, and it happened to be that video. It was so weird because I don't know what the heck video is. All right, so to make sure that I don't apply any tape anywhere else, I am just going to apply the tape right to the paper here. And then that way I won't overlap or anything. So now I'm just going to tear off the tape backing. And find the center, which is not the center at all. I'm going to have to go over a little bit. Okay. I'm up a little bit here, but I'm just going to, there we go. So now I can lift this up, or whatever I decide to do with it, I can lift it up and put pictures there. So now on the back, this is just pink and black, it looks like. So I'm going to use 2 gray, and I'm going to use the rounded side on this one. And distress the edges. And actually, I think I'm going to use a sticker since I have lots of stickers. Now, I already made one project and I posted the video on it already with this paper pack and these embellishments that I bought. Now I'm on my second project with the same paper pack and same embellishments. So, I mean, you really can do a lot with one whole kit. It wasn't a kit. I mean, they were separate, but you know what I mean. And I don't think I'm being chintzy with the paper or anything like that. I'm gonna put this right in between there. And now this folder is done. And that goes in here. So right here is some red. Is there red paper in there? Actually, there is. It's right here. So I'm going to put it on the top, and I'm not going to round my corners. And this just, I mean, you don't have to do all these mats if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to buy the coordinating cardstock then. But it gives a spot and it makes it look like there's pictures in it already, so you know where you can put the embellishments and stuff because you have a designated spot for your pictures. I don't like making an album and not knowing where the pictures are going to be and then adding all the rest of the embellishments to it. So now, like, this is really sticking up in the back. Because of that, I don't usually put a lot of embellishments in my mini albums until after I've put the pictures in, and it's kind of a bummer sometimes. Now I'm going to put this right under here, and it's smaller than my photo mat, so I'm just going to center it, make sure it's centered, and I think I'm going to put maybe a row of bling down here, and I have to get up to get that. Now, I have been buying just clear bling or like opaque bling and everything because I saw somewhere on YouTube where you can use Bic markers, or even like I have Copic markers here in the color that you want to do. So that's orange. Let's see. I should have a color similar. That's kind of close. And we have another pack. Not very many. These are the blues though, so that's not gonna work. See, now this is R22, and that is pretty darn close. So I'm gonna use the R22 here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I want to do R27. I don't know, we'll see. Because I kind of want to be a little bit darker than the color of the paper, and I think the paper's R22. So let me see here. I have this clear bling. I can put on the bottom. Put one on the top. I can put one on each of the top. What am I going to do about the bottom? All right, here I go. This is Recollections. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It has this piece right here in the middle, and I'm just going to use that. So I'm going to take it out of its sleeve. I'm going to cut it out, and then put it back in there. So I'm going to do, I'm going to do the little ones. Oh, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera. Let me zoom, zoom, zoom. Really? That's as far as it goes? Alright, anyway, I'm going to do all the little ones in this lighter color. And then I'll do the medium ones in the darker color. And then the teardrops I'm going to leave as like diamonds. Just gotta make sure you get it on there. And this way, you don't have to buy all these different styles or, you know, colors of gems, because you can make them your own color. If you have permanent, you know, Sharpies or Bics or whatever, or Copics. I can't color with the darn things, but okay. So you can really see the red. I'm gonna color this big one here too. That one. But I'll leave the rest. You can really see the red on there, but this little one not so much. Got to make sure that you kind of get all the way around on the sides of it too, because of the way the light hits. It makes it look like there's nothing on there. I forgot that one in the middle there. So I'm going to hold it up here in a minute and show you. Alright, let me find a contrasting piece of paper here. So you can see where I've colored it. Why isn't it focusing? So anyway, it's messing with the computer too much. So now we're at 27 minutes, so I'll just go to 30 minutes. I'm just going to peel this off and then put it down here. And since my, oh, you can't even see. How about that? There we go. Since my sticker has like a little scallop on it, I'm going to use that to line up these 2 points here. There we go. And I put that on there. And that's what that looks like. So there's that page. So I'm done with that now. Make sure these are stuck in there. And stay tuned for the next episode of my series. Thank you.